everyone. Well, I am not at Carline right now. I am in the Target parking lot right now. I needed a few things, and of course more ended up in my cart than should have, but that's how Target goes. And this was actually my first solo Target trip since May when school got out, so I thought I deserved, you know, a little something. But I was in the Magnolia section looking for like a fall candle, but they didn't really have their fall candles out yet that I thought. But I was looking at the shelves and I thought this was a lamp, but it's actually the cutest little candle shaped like a lamp with a little lampshade. So that had to go in the cart. I couldn't pass that up. So that was pretty much all like the fun little thing I got. But I'll talk to you after. Hello again. Here we are back in Carline now. My little Target run this morning was so fun and I loved my little lamp. I thought it was really funny because I sent my husband a picture of the lamp candle when I was in Target and he was like, oh, that's cool. And then I went on in my Target time and I tried on a dress and I was like, yeah, I like this dress, I'll get it. Didn't really look at the price tag, thought it was gonna be like $20. It was like simple black dress. So I pay and it ended up being like $40 and I was like, I just don't want to spend that much on this black dress, which I probably have 10 others in my closet that look the exact same. So I was like, I'm gonna be mature, checked it out, saw the bill, went to, went to the service counter and returned the dress. So then I called my husband and I was like, do you want to know what it feels like to be mature? And he said, you didn't get the candle? And I was like, well, no, I got the candle. I had to get the candle, but I returned a dress that was too expensive. So I feel like that's like a good compromise. Like, still got the candle, but returned the dress that I thought was too much. Steps, just, you know, baby steps. But other than that, in my day, I did a couple things at home, got dinner ready, and went to the gym, and now we're back at pickup. So yeah, this is second video. Honestly, my first one doesn't have any views, which is totally fine. Wasn't expecting that, which honestly just kind of makes it a little less intimidating right now, to just try to think of this as like back and forth talk of the conversations that go through my head every day. So this is just me taking my free will to create something of my own, and I just love watching other people's little talks and things that aren't like heavy and just lighthearted talk. And so this is me creating that. I think I would rather watch like Molly May vlogs or like talk shows. I love talk shows. I love like Jenna Bush, and I haven't watched Kelly Ripa in a while, but I really do. I like those. They're just back and forth conversations. They just feel light and fun, and that's what I like. So I was thinking about my video yesterday and what I was talking about, and just kind of like how to get to know who I am. And I was saying, if you looked at my Instagram, what would I repost? So I thought I could at least elaborate a little bit on some of that stuff. There's cars like lining up behind me. So yeah, so I said I would repost anything London, Boston, or New York City. And also I have to add, or my family is gonna be like, what in the world? Chicago. We go to Chicago all the time. We're only like 3 hours from Chicago, so it's an easy trip. Sometimes we even go there and back in the same day. But we're big Cubs fans, and so if we can catch a game, I love their farmers markets. It's such a good city because there's the water, there's the city, the suburbs are beautiful, baseball. So that's really fun. We're actually going this weekend for our anniversary, and it's our 11th anniversary. We were gonna go to dinner at like our favorite restaurant there, but it was all booked. Like the whole night was booked until like 10 o'clock at night, which I'm not gonna go to dinner at 10 o'clock at night in this stage of life. I will be asleep in a hotel bed. And so I searched around like the city for all these different nice restaurants, trying to find like a good steak place that we could all get something, booked a couple reservations, and then I was thinking like this just feels silly. Like, I don't want to go. I want to have fun. And I think I would rather cancel these reservations and not spend, like, you know, there's 3 of us. So it was probably, the steaks are $60 each. So we'd probably end up at like $200, $250. And I just wasn't really feeling that for like a white tablecloth kind of place. So I found like, well, I've been there before, but it's like the cutest little pizza place. You walk underground, it's right on the water. So I think we're gonna do that and make that a lot more casual and laid back and just enjoy our time together. It'll just be the 3 of us, and I think that'll be fun. What else on my post? Okay, so London, New York, Boston. We went to London, I think it was 2 years ago, for actually a Cubs game. Cubs had a series there against the Cardinals. It was called the London Series, and we were like, we have to go, we have to do this. So we saved a bunch of hotel points and flight points, and it was like my dream to go there. So everything was so amazing. My favorite places would be Liberty. If you're ever in London, Liberty, it's like a department store but built into this old ship that is there. It's beautiful. The architecture is beautiful. They have flowers outside. Then they have all different kinds of, each floor is something different. So there was like a whole floor of like beautiful fashion, a whole floor of fabrics. They're known for their fabrics. And then like a whole home decor, which I got that's what I picked to bring home. Was I picked a platter and 3 little mugs from the brand Emma Bridgewater, and they're so cute. Now that's like my favorite brand to shop. Different types of dinnerware. What else? Watch House was my favorite coffee shop. They actually just got one in New York City, so we went there when we went to New York City recently. And we took my daughter to the toy store Hamleys, which was so fun. And actually Notting Hill was my favorite place that we went, because all the colored houses were so cute, and they had all these different like vintage vendors outside. Now that I actually did get something. I did get a really cute teapot that this lady, she was from Poland, sold us, and it was the cutest story because my husband was paying her and she looked up at him and said, "Are you Polish?" And he said, "Yeah, I am." And she looked at him and said, "I can tell you're Polish." So that's like our favorite little story, is that she could tell he was Polish. Let's think, what else was there? Yeah, I think I do regret not getting like a piece of their vintage jewelry. I wish I would have picked up like a watch or a bracelet, but at that time that wasn't really in my head. I was more focused on like English dinnerware, teacups, things like that. But next time, maybe next time. New York City is one of our favorites. We just went there, and we went to Brooklyn, and that was like the highlight of our trip. We all loved Brooklyn. It was like a cute little, not cute little, it's not little for sure, but the feeling was different from being in like downtown Manhattan to Brooklyn. We went to Park Slope, and the houses are so beautiful with the brownstones. I am such a You've Got Mail girl. Like, that is my all-time comfort movie. And I literally in Park Slope felt like I was walking through You've Got Mail, Kathleen Kelly, dreams come true. So that was really fun. And the whole like Dumbo area, we actually went to Dumbo Flea Market, and it was underneath the Manhattan Bridge, and they just had all these different vintage vendors. I don't like shop tons of vintage things, but it was so, maybe I will now. It was so fun to just like walk through all these different eras and different jewelry. There was a whole, sorry, someone, I don't know if I'm in the right spot here for Park Car Line. I feel like people are passing me. There was a whole table of disposable cameras, like not even disposable cameras, like old digital cameras like that I used like in high school. And it was surrounded by all these young, cute, pretty girls. And I was like, does that make me vintage? I don't know. But it was fun anyway. And then Boston, we love Boston so much. My favorite coffee shop there is Tate. It's probably like, it's in my top favorite coffee shops that I've been to. Every time we go to Boston, we are there every single day, sometimes twice a day. It's just a happy place for us. So those are my 3 travel places. I really do love to travel, and I feel like we do it. My husband travels for work quite a bit, and so sometimes we hop on with him, or we just try to plan a couple things a year. I think this year maybe it might be a little slower, and save something up for another trip. But Chicago, we will definitely be there. So I'm excited for this weekend. I think that'll be a fun, relaxed anniversary trip. What else did I say that I would probably repost? My coffee and my Diet Coke. My current coffee order at Starbucks, I always just usually get an iced coffee with cream. But if I'm at like a different coffee shop, I've been getting an iced latte with half sweet honey and cinnamon powder, and that's been my go-to. Diet Coke, I feel like I sound like any millennial girl that likes to drink Diet Coke, but we have to. It just gets us through. Let's see. I love style too. I feel like right now I'm in like a weird style. Like I feel like I can't pull off certain things that are sold in the store right now. Trying not to be like stuck in fashion of 10 years ago, but also wear things that I like and that are fitting to my body. So I feel like we probably all go through that feeling. We just don't say it out loud a lot. So I really do love finding cute pieces and things that I can kind of create like a capsule wardrobe in, trying to find like some good staple pieces so that I'm not like trying to follow every trend, because then I feel like I'm just frustrated with myself that it might not work out for me. So I'm on the hunt currently now for new jeans because I'm only 5'1" and I feel like they aren't working. So I'm in the process of that. I feel like the baggier loose jeans just don't work on me, but skinny jeans don't seem to look classy and put together to me. So it's just like a whole process, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll find something, and as long as we feel good, then that's what matters. Had to pull up in Carline, but I was probably rambling there for 10 minutes or so. So if you've stuck around, I guess you know my favorite places to travel now and why I love them. I just like being places with the people that I love and having a fun time. So I think that's all I got for today. We don't have much planned after today. Maybe we'll go home and, I don't know, paint with my daughter or something like that, but nothing extravagant. So I hope you have a good day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.